To the glory of God and the support of the good people of Ogun State, we start a new chapter in the continued development agenda of this great state.
We're glad to have you join us on another episode of Gateway Diary. I am Victoria Oniaye. Today on the program, we'll highlight some of Governor Dapo Abiodun's strides in improving the economic growth and development of Ogun State, his efforts in impacting lives and improving the welfare of the people. These are the highlights of what to expect. Governor Abiodun inaugurates the State Working Committee of the National Agricultural Growth Scheme, Agro Pocket. We'll also tell you about his plan to replicate farm lab investment across the state. Also, we have progress report on the Muhammadu Buhari housing estate in Kobakwe Road and the GRA regeneration project across the state. Plus a spotlight on the newly reconstructed Itori Township Road in Ogun West Senatorial District. We have details of these stories and more in a moment. Those are your news headlines across the state. Let's begin with our first story. If there is anything that Governor Dapo Abiodun has prioritized since he assumed office as the state's chief executive, it's the issue of food security for the people of Ogun State. And he is already matching his words with action. The latest step by the Prince of Remo Land and his team is a collaboration with Soilless, a private farm laboratory in the state, to replicate the setting up of farm labs across all the senatorial districts of the state. Governor Abiodun also inaugurated the State Working Committee of the National Agricultural Growth Scheme, Agro Pocket.
Ogun State is the gateway to Nigeria. It's not just in terms of land borders, but in terms of the new doors of investments and opportunities opening up across the length and breadth of the state. Now, Ogun State is fast becoming the gateway to Nigeria's industrialization and agricultural ventures. All thanks to a leader with foresight who has been changing the narrative and paving the way for the state to become a major player in Nigeria's quest to achieve food security. Prince Dapo Abiodun is setting the pace for agricultural revolution, not just as the chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, but as a forward-thinking leader who champions innovative ideas and ensures that they are activated every step of the way. Today, the agriculture revolution in the state yielding the desired result. That's because Governor Abiodun wants the people to grow what they eat and eat what they grow. His vision is being realized through a host of initiatives, including the support for mechanized farming, financial aid through programs like Ogun Cares, free land clearing, input support, and the provision of solar-powered pumps, to mention but a few. But Governor Abiodun isn't doing it alone. He's a firm believer in the power of public-private partnerships, and he's leveraging collaborations with the federal government and the private sector to drive the state's agricultural revolution.
Let me also say that
this is a perfect example of public-private partnership. You know, we as government, we are not likely to be able to do something like this successfully because we are government. We have bureaucracies that at times impede us from being able to work efficiently. And you know, as government, we are not set up to make money. We are set up to provide an enabling environment and provide social service. So what we can do is partner with the likes of Samson, encourage people like him, create an enabling environment for the Samsons of this world so that they can do things like this efficiently and effectively. And that we are going to do.
Today, he is on site as a shining example of such a partnership. The Soilless Farm Lab, a state-of-the-art smart farm in Ewekoro, local government area of the state. Governor Abiodun is enthusiastic about the project as he tours the farm, which he says is a beacon of inspiration for young people across the country. The farm isn't just a testament to Ogun State's agricultural potential, it showcases the limitless opportunities available in the entire southwest region of the country and beyond.
It's indeed a very inspiring narrative for all our young men and women across the length and breadth of this country. And I'm happy to play host to this beautiful initiative that we are all witnessing here today.
For Governor Abiodun, what Soilless Farm is doing is nothing short of groundbreaking, and he is committed to helping replicate this success story throughout Ogun State and across Nigeria. As a gesture of support, he is handing over the title documents to the land free of charge. The Soilless Farm Lab is more than just a cutting-edge facility. It's a vibrant community where young minds are nurtured in the art of smart farming. With backing from development partners, the farm has already trained over 10,000 people, equipping them with the skills to transform agriculture.
So as long as Bale was not scared, because then there was no road, so we could not even drive to this point. The road stopped somewhere around the oil plantation, so we had to keep trekking. When they had gone far, I just asked Bale, where is the land? He said, it's still in front. I said, I can see it. He said, no, the relative be. I said, ma worry,
But Governor Abiodun's day is far from over. With this signature all-hands-on-deck approach, he is back in Abeokuta, the state capital, for another landmark event. This time, he's inaugurating the State Working Committee for the National Agricultural Growth Scheme, known as Agro Pocket. This scheme is designed to tackle the challenges of low productivity among smallholder farmers, not just in Ogun State, but across the entire country.
The National Agricultural Growth Scheme, Agro Pocket, NEGS AP, is designed to address various challenges associated with the low agricultural productivity of smallholder farmers, especially with respect to the access and affordability of certified seeds of improved and climate-smart crop varieties, and also organic and inorganic fertilizers.
Under this initiative, Ogun State, with support from the federal government, will engage 2,400 farmers to cultivate 1,200 hectares of cassava, with 75% of the funding provided by the federal government. Governor Abiodun is setting the stage for the replication of this project at the local government level, ensuring that this program runs smoothly and effectively. One thing is certain, Governor Abiodun is relentless in his mission. He won't stop until Ogun State not only achieves food security, but also becomes the breadbasket of Nigeria.
It is clear that Governor Abiodun is set to go all out to make agriculture a priority. Moving on, Governor Abiodun has been strategically reducing the huge housing deficit in the state, and he is making more residents of the state landlords through different housing schemes. For him, housing is not all about living alone, but about urban regeneration and building smart cities that can compete with any city in the world. That is why he's embarking on the regeneration of the government-reserved areas and also completing the abandoned President Muhammadu Buhari estate in Kobakpe, Abeokuta. Today, more than 100 semi- and fully detached duplexes are nearing completion at the two sites, with investors already trooping in.
Let's talk about housing development in Ogun State, shall we? The fact that Ogun State, the gateway state, is buzzing with development, transforming into a massive construction zone and becoming one of the leading livable states in Nigeria is not mere rhetoric, it is the real deal. This isn't just because of the numerous road projects, but largely due to Governor Abiodun's housing revolution in almost every part of the state. Prince Abiodun's government is flipping the script on affordable housing, not just in Ogun State, but across the entire country. So much so that other states are already following in that direction. Since stepping into office in 2019, Governor Abiodun's government has built and allocated more than 4,000 available housing units all over the state, with the King's Court and Prince Court both in Kobakpe, Abeokuta, as shining examples of this remarkable feat. But he's not stopping there. Governor Abiodun is also breathing new life into abandoned housing projects left by his predecessors. He is making sure that Ogun State's vast land resources are put to good use for the benefit of its people. Our spotlight falls on the President Muhammadu Buhari estate, also in Kobakpe. This project was started by the previous administration but was left in a sorry state with just the fencing and link road partially done. Today, this large expanse of land, once plagued by abandoned and vandalized facilities, is being transformed to an entirely new city. It now boasts almost completed 115 semi- and fully detached duplexes, complete with street lights and good road networks. Plans are also in the works for a children's park, a clubhouse, and other amenities to make it a comfortable community.
One is fenced with a gatehouse, has a service building, it has children's park, a clubhouse, and as you can also see, from the inspection, grade 1 infrastructure, street lights, amazing drainage system as well, because you can see it's an estate of valleys and hills, so that has to be taken into consideration from an engineering standpoint, and that has been done. Now, coming to the clusters themselves, the interior of, so as you can see here, we have the parking. This is also like a mini green area as well. The buildings are all 4 bedrooms, semi-detached and fully detached, as earlier alluded to. The semi-detached and fully detached both have a BQ attached to the back. The semi-detached sits on a land size of about 500 square meters, while the fully detached sits on a land size of about 900 square meters. Yeah, on the ground floor, you have the living room, you have the kitchen, you have the dining, you have a guest bedroom, a reception. On the first floor, you have a family living and 3 bedrooms as well, and with a terrace.
Governor Abiodun's vision for this estate is to ensure that every son and daughter of Ogun State, both home and abroad, can own a house and live comfortably. And the best part? This housing scheme is affordable compared to the current market reality.
President Muhammadu Buhari estate, like we all know, was an estate that the site and service estates embarked upon by the last administration, but was left followed and with a lot of incomplete infrastructures and vandalized infrastructure. But Prince Dakwa-led administration has thought it wise to turn this wasting asset into something that will be very, very tangible and will be of great value to the people of Ogun State and even Nigerians in diaspora who desire to live and work in Ogun State.
But that's not all Governor Abiodun is doing in the housing sector. Let's take a moment to highlight the regeneration of government reserved areas project underway in the state. This initiative, known as the Ogun Housing Regeneration Scheme, is an ambitious urban regeneration project, the first of its kind in the state's history. The aim is to construct modern houses on 100 hectares of land through a public-private partnership, setting up smart cities where civil servants can live, work, and play. This project, from the get-go, has received the backing of top monarchs in Ogun State, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and other prominent sons and daughters of Ogun State. Today, this project is no longer just a plan on paper. 35 modern duplexes are being fixed as prototypes for investors who are also flocking in and securing their plots of land.
We'll be delivering about 35 world-class duplexes that will stand as a prototype for what we desire for Ibarra. After this, we'll take a walk for you to see what we're doing there, and we call this place the Cluster 1. The Cluster 1 was set by the state government as the prototype for everyone to see that we truly mean business.
The goal of this project is to create cities that will entice sons and daughters of Ogun State in the diaspora to own homes in Nigeria comparable to what they have abroad. It also aims to attract state indigenes who work in Lagos but live in Ogun. With all these efforts, Governor Dakwa Abiodun isn't just revitalizing Ogun State's housing sector. He's also positioning the state as a leader in urban regeneration, carbon reduction, and zero-emission goals.
Housing made easy in Ogun State. Just before we go, let's tell you that Governor Abiodun is still delivering massive road projects across the state as part of his plans to reduce infrastructure deficit in the state. The Itori Township Road in Ewekoro local government area of the state is another infrastructure project that has been more of a blessing to the people than just an infrastructure. That's the road that leads to one of Africa's largest cement plants, the Dangote cement plant in Ibeshe. With this road construction, Governor Dakwa Abiodun is even promising to do more. Let's tell you how this road was in the past and its current state.
True to his word, Governor Abiodun, being the promise keeper that he is, approved the road's construction. Today, the road is fully built, complete with a proper drainage system and line markings.
When they came to the palace, I made two requests. The first request was the township road, while the second request was the dilapidated General Hospital. And after some discussion, I said, KBC, by the grace of God, the road will be done. A week after, when we were having the touring council meeting, I related all His Excellency promised us to them. And they were saying, KBC, KBC, they were deceiving you. I said, no. This one, I'm saying, and the way he relates, it meant good for the good people of Ogun State. And I believe all what he said that's going to be done will be done. Glory be to God. The road is a thing of the past.
Governor has done well. Governor Dapo Abiodun, he has really eased the stress of the people of Itori Township. Because people can come far and wide to trade at the market now. Before, people are scared of bringing their goods to the market, which really affect the sales of the market women. And people are really scared of going around because they have this fear that if I pass through this place, I'll get injured, I'll get dirty. So he has really done well. He has helped the economic aspect of Itori Township. He has eased our stress. He has really done wonderfully well, sir.
Before, this our road, it's a rough road. And we really thank our government for Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, that he tries to repair our road. So there's no any gallop again. And we pray for them to still do more.
We can never, fail to appreciate this road being constructed, because before it was constructed, we experienced a lot of bad things. You understand? A lot of maybe little accidents. Even infrastructurally, this road was not this beautiful. You understand? The beauty which new road normally add to the beauty of any environment that is being constructed. You understand? So we really appreciate, and the road is really helping us.
As Governor Abiodun continues
Join us next time for another interesting package. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. Bye for now.